Welcome to One Year Visa. My name is Phil. In this video, we're going to talk about friendships in Japan. These topics I'm going to mention are based on my experience, and I found it extremely hard to make friends with real Japanese people. I'm going to go into my theories on why that is, but I'm just going to break down how to make friends and maybe which people you should put your energy into making friends with. Ready? Here we go. First thing, you want to get this app. It's called Line. Everybody in Asia has Line. That's how they text each other. So just make sure you got Line ready to go because that's how you're going to connect with your new friends. You're going to go to language school. You're going to make friends in class very easily. A lot of fun people from all over the world, all foreigners, get their Line. Boom, instant friends. There are also meetups outside of your school. You can search for them, like kind of foreign language exchange meetup groups. People in those groups, foreigners, some Japanese, super friendly. You're going to make friends there easily. You're going to make friends with the Japanese people in that group because they are more westernized. They've probably lived abroad or they've gone to some other countries, and they're just more open to being friends with foreigners. So you're going to make friends with foreigners easily. All the foreigners in Japan, they share this like common bond. You meet a foreigner in Japan. Oh, you're living in Japan. I'm living in Japan. Boom. Instant friends. Super easy. You're going to meet Japanese people. If they speak English, probably make friends with them too. Super easy. But what you're going to find is that you're going to stay friends with foreigners. You're going to lose the Japanese friends. Most of them will just disappear. They just ghost out. It's really difficult to keep Japanese friends. And I think the perfect example of this is abroad in Japan. This guy is the #1 YouTuber in the whole country, and he has 2 Japanese friends. He's lived here for 10 years, and he has 2 Japanese friends. That just gives you an idea. He speaks Japanese, for God's sake. And he's funny. He's like a likable guy. So you get the idea that 10 years here, and the guy's got 2 Japanese friends. It's not easy. I'm going to break down 3 theories I have on why it's so difficult to make friends with real Japanese people. Sorry to interrupt, but if you're serious about moving to Japan, you need to check out oneyearvisa.com. We've got a lot more videos like this, and we can save you hundreds of dollars on your student visa. Click the link below. The first one is relationship prioritization. Go to America, everybody's working 2 jobs, everybody's busy, everybody's got problems, but everybody always has time to hang out. In Japan, they're just as busy, maybe more busy, but they just don't prioritize hanging out. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I have friends, I see them every week at the class, or I see them at the restaurant, and I'd be like, hey, let's hang out over and over. It never happened. Never happened. It was not a priority for them. So that's the first thing. Second reason it's hard to make friends with Japanese people is what I call manufactured language barriers. True, most people in Japan do not speak English, but most people in Japan understand English. Culturally, making mistakes is not cool. Very embarrassing to Japanese people. So they don't understand that most people in America don't even speak English. So Americans are used to not having English-speaking situations all the time. We don't care. I want to eat this food. I want to buy this car. You don't speak English. Doesn't matter. We'll make a deal. Nobody cares. In Japan, they think that if they speak English poorly, then it will be embarrassing. So they don't speak English. So you will never make friends with somebody who will not speak English with you because of these manufactured language barriers. There are Japanese people that have lived in America, lived in Australia, and they understand the casual Western culture, the joking around culture, and you can make friends with them, and it's going to be great. But the true, pure Japanese people that are too afraid to speak English, and too afraid to deal with foreigners, you're just never going to make friends with those people. Don't waste your time. Find the wacky, westernized Japanese people and make friends with them. Third reason it's so difficult to make friends with real Japanese people is invisible social dynamics. It's called reading the wind. Basically, when real Japanese people go into a room or a situation or a meeting, they can feel the vibe of the other people and they can act accordingly. Foreigners cannot read the wind, and Japanese people know that foreigners cannot read the wind, which makes foreigners behave unpredictably and maybe crazily. This potential for crazy behavior will put off a lot of real Japanese people from being close friends with foreigners. So don't be upset when you make friends with Japanese people, but they never really let you into their life. You can't read the wind. You don't even know why they won't let you into their life. And maybe they don't know either. So those are my theories on why I found it difficult to make friends with real Japanese people in Japan. I did make friends with 2 or 3 Japanese people, but they were very westernized. And I made friends with a lot of foreigners. So it was easy to make friends when you go there, but just make sure you are conscious of where you're investing your time and then with who you're investing your time. Thanks for watching. For more videos and crazy opinions on living in Japan, oneyearvisa.com.